That.
Got his man. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Sells the run, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Oakland. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Caught. He's inside the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. Made the grab and then you take advantage of tendencies when you set that opening script, and man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chopped up yardage moving down the field to score in that opening series.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Jayhawks offense takes the field for the first time in this game. There's the talented Isaiah Marshall. His productivity through the first half of the season has him squarely in the Heisman Trophy race. Keeps it moving, it's Willis. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. Now on 1st down from the 30. Pulls it. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying to get the corner. Pulls it on the option. Enough to move the chains. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. On the option. Pulls it on the option. Sees an alley.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. And the Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking for the edge. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the 1st down. An explosive play in the running game moves the sticks for the 1st down, but there is an injured player on the field. The Jayhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeps it himself. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it. He'll keep it himself. He'll pitch it. Could be an alley. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains.
Well, obviously, the running back has been the big story for this offense all season long, and the coaches talked about this in the offseason. They had to identify the right guy in the portal to help this offense be physical, to generate explosive plays, and really take them to the next level. They found their guy. This guy's been so good each and every week. He's been able to take care of himself, stay healthy, and he's gotten better as the season has gone on. And here we are, guys, late in the season. He's in Heisman contention.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Kansas. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. They'll line up to go for 2. Trying to pound their way in. He is denied, and they will not be able to take the lead.
Kansas State 7, Kansas 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Got a little space. Got the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Johnson looking to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Running inside, it's Jackson. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Working that wide receiver screen. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Trying to get the corner. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the option. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking for the edge. Keeps it himself. Fighting off the defender. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And I like what this offense did. They run.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Keeps it himself. He'll do it himself. Now the toss. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Pulls it. Looking for an alley. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Trying to get the corner. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. After that near turnover, the clock is stopped as they tend to an injured player. And the Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. A soaring high punt with serious hang time. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Taken down right away. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Makes a grab and room to run. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Turning it on! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. 3rd and long right here. Johnson wants to throw it right down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The run inside. It's Jackson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your...
Touchdown, Kansas State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They put the... touchdown drive, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, here on the Jayhawks sideline, their running back is making a little bit of history, and his teammates are very aware. That last touchdown, rushing touchdown, put him at the top of school history for the season. Guys are fired up, making sure he gets the game ball right there. He's trying to get his helmet back on and get ready to run back out there and make even more history here today. But guys are very aware that he's doing something special out on the field. Reese?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Looking for the edge. The pitch. Across the 45. There he goes. He's got 69 yards rushing, and he's closing in on 1,400 for the season.
Man, what a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and an art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open, and then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Keeps it himself. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Pulls it. He'll try to get to the marker himself. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Quarterback decides, let's think this 4th down play over, and he calls a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Trying to get the corner. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the 1st down. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. The Jayhawks back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking for the edge. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a 1-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming, we got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up.
Ready? Hey, kill it. 949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game.
It's a good play call there. I think the defense was expecting them to try to run it in between the tackles, but instead, they go to the outside using his speed to come away with 2 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative.
And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on 1st down, first play of the drive.
Oh, a lot of space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Timeout taken here, second one called by Kansas State. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Keeps it himself. Turns upfield. He'll toss it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with Oregon taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Ducks chasing a 6th straight victory today. This team is a snowball rolling downhill, just adding momentum with every new week. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. Whether it's Rock Chalk or Emaw, these two always deliver. As compelling an in-state rivalry as there is.
Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the 3rd quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
The Kansas head coach told me at the half, their transfer running back has been very steady, and this is what they brought him in for. They knew that he was going to have some emotions today going against his former teammates, but he has not let that show on the field. He is running hard and been dynamic. We'll see if he can keep it up here in the second half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Pulls it. Past the 6. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to get the corner. He'll keep it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. On the option. Pulls it again on the option. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking for the edge. Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, a big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space. And the Jayhawks look to keep this drive humming. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The hand to the running back. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Kansas and K-State have been battling for well over a century, many times sort of on the fringes of the spotlight, if not completely out of it in college football. But, man, when they grab center stage, you realize just how intense it is.
It's intense. It's a fun rivalry, but here's the thing.
Touchdown, Jayhawks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Motion from the back. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead.
Nice timely offense, man. Second half, I need it. I'm trailing. Offense puts a great drive together. Not only that, adds the 2-point conversion. Now this team's got the lead.
Set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lockett. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for room. It's Jackson. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
RPO complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. And the RPO got it. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Jayhawks sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expect expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. Gets the back moving. Looking for a crease. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Keeps it himself. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Pulls it. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to get the corner. Keeps it on the option. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He's past the 30. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll send the back in motion. Handoff to the lone back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Jayhawks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Inside the 40. Turning it on. Inside the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawks.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Interesting decision here, but if they make the 2, it'll be a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead.
886 bouncer. 886 bouncer.
Sends it back in motion. He's into the end zone. It is good, and now it's a 2-possession game, a 9-point lead here in the 4th.
On that 2-point play, they went toss, trying to use his speed to the outside. Nice job blocking downfield for the conversion.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lockett. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Hits inside. It's Jackson. Hard running there. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They give it back to him. There he goes. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Hits the hole. It's Jackson. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Kansas stay quick to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. Right side, it's Oakland. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Out wide left, it's Oakland. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Kansas offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. On the option, finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Oh, he's got some space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Timeout taken here, 2nd one called by Kansas State. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Jayhawks with the 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. The Wildcats call their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he's brought down after a short gain. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. There's some daylight. He's got the first down. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. The Jayhawks have their offense in high gear.
Kill. 139 Albatross. 139 Albatross. Ready.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Keep it on the ground. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. Sees a crease. He's past the sticks. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need 1 first down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
This has to be some kind of trick. The punt team's on the field, and they're in the red zone. Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Deep in the end zone, it's Lockett. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down to the air. Snags it over the middle.
And obviously you're in a tough spot. Like, you're down a couple of possessions. The defense knows you're going to throw the football, so you can tell they're backed up. They're playing the pass, and the offense has to take the little stuff underneath. They've got to find a way to make explosive plays, even though the defense is playing conservative.
What a disheartening way to end this game for this defense. The penalty gives up the first down, and now they can kneel it out. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches.
Going long. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Caught. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Going for 6. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown, and how about this? It's not over yet.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with the win.
Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Going to the ground. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
So Kansas fought and clawed and scratched its way to victory in the Sunflower Showdown, and they'll have the Governor's Cup and bragging rights after beating K-State. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.